So I haven't done a video in a while. Life has just been really crappy, and I am currently 9 days away from taking the bar exam, and I officially only have 8 more study days left to get ready for it. But that isn't even the most difficult part of this journey. On July 16th, my mom called me at 1:25 p.m. and she never calls me because she knows that, I've been studying for the bar. So really she only calls when she's like headed to St. Pete, because that's where I was at the time, to see if I needed anything from home. But this day she called, and when I answered, I was not ready for the news that I got. And she told me that I needed to get home because my dad was gone. And so on that day, I lost my dad. And once again, my world was shook. I wanted to give up. I honestly don't even know if I want this anymore. But I, with the encouragement of my family and my friends and loved ones, I decided to keep going. I decided to finish because I know that is what my dad would have wanted. I know that is what he would want. And I know that is what my grandma wanted. So despite the fact that I lost her on April 14th, a few weeks before I finished law school, despite the fact that I lost my dad 3 months and 2 days after that, unexpectedly, both of them, it makes me want to give up. It makes me question the reason I continue to fight to be a lawyer, to achieve my dreams, to allow achieving my dreams to take so much time away from my family. It makes me question all of that. And I am trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but honestly, I don't. All I see is darkness. I can't even properly grieve because I have to wake up every day and give it my all to study 16 topics, 17 topics actually, to learn as much information as I can for a 6-hour exam, when I don't know what's going to be tested. And in order for me to do that, I can't grieve. I can't break down. I can't just wake up one morning and not have to do a thing, not until August 20th. And so it has been, bar prep in itself has been an emotional journey, but dealing with 2 unexpected deaths was definitely not how I ever imagined my bar prep experience to go. But I wasn't raised to be weak. I wasn't raised to give up. I was raised to keep fighting no matter what obstacles are thrown my way. And one thing about my grandma and my dad is they always kept going no matter what they were facing, whether it was my grandma with her church and her church members, my dad with his health. They always kept going. They always supported me. And I know they were proud of me because they always made sure I knew that. And so, even though it is hard on me right now to wake up day in and day out, to suppress my grief, to try to block out my final days, months, weeks with them, I do it because I know that's what they want me to do. I miss them. And not having them physically here anymore, it hurts. It hurts. And it hurts to know that they're not going to be physically here to celebrate me finally finishing this process. But I know they're with me in spirit, and I know they're walking with me every day, every step I take, with every question I do, whatever rule I look over. I know I have them there. But I am so heartbroken. I was still grieving my grandmother, and I couldn't even properly focus on that because that happened at the beginning of my bar prep. So bar prep has just been one big grief process for me. Full of grief, full of headaches, full of I don't want to do this anymore, full of the Florida bar changing stuff left and right because of COVID and because of their just irresponsibility in decision making. But I'm determined to finish this process. Like I said, I only have 8 more study days left. And I am going to give it my all. I'm going to give it everything that I have in me because I can't do this again. I can't do this process again. I have to be done. So I am going to shut off these tears and I am going to focus up on another day of bar prep, and I'm just going to take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time, well, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, and then 1 week. And when that week is over, I'll have 2 days left, and I'll start over again. I'll take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. And when those 2 days are over, I'll be sitting at a desk taking the final exam, and I know that their presence is gonna be there. Grandma and Dad, I love you. And God knows I wish that you two were here physically. But God had other plans in store for you too. And until I take my last breath, I will continue to make you two proud, to honor your memory, and to carry on your legacy in everything I do. I love you guys.
We can say a prayer, sing a song, and all of us can wish you a happy birthday, and you can let the balloons go. Oh. Come on, John. I'm not in. John, you stepping in some ants. Ooh, they in your shoe? I got some alcohol. Okay. Yeah, you got that fixed.
I cannot.
What she did, Uncle Nard? What she did?
He's gonna go take people blue, Lord Jesus. Oh, that's Trayvon.
That's his cousin.
You're not a man boy, the
And the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I'm getting so frizzy. You want to take it out though? So today I am back in Selby's office, the safe space I used towards the end of my bar prep, and because it had got postponed 4 weeks ago, I decided to kind of just stop studying. Like, I am mentally drained and I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I just needed a break. So now I'm officially 2 weeks before the exam date. It's September 29th, and I am going to try to give it my all for these next 2 weeks. But it's hard. It's hard because, we were supposed to be done at this point, and I was supposed to be just, focusing on me, focusing on healing, kind of just focusing on moving forward with life. And I can't do none of that because I still have this exam hanging over my head. And it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. Like, it's frustrating because it's beyond my control. I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm depressed. In my personal life, and all of that is now happening in my professional life because it wasn't supposed to go this long. And, I can't really focus on just moving forward with life because now I associate this process with everything that I have experienced in my personal life and how much time this process has taken from my personal life, and, the time that I won't get back with my loved ones that are not here anymore. So, it's like I left home to go study for this exam, and in doing that, I missed out on, spending time with my dad, and now he's not here anymore. And so law school, I lost a lot of time with my grandma, and right when I got to the end of finishing, she got called home. And so, I associate this entire year with just loss, and it's very hard to keep going because now here again I'm away from my mom, my aunt, my sisters, my brother, my nieces, my nephew, and to come do this. And I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just want to be done. I want to, fast forward to us finding out our results, which was supposed to be this month as well. So it's heartbreaking, and I don't know if I have it in me, but I'm going to try. So I am going on shutdown this week, which means I'm going to lock myself in my office space that I've been studying in for bar prep, without my phone and without distractions, and just zero in on learning and taking in as much information as I can to get me ready for the exam, since I basically took like a whole month off. So I'm going to just give it all I got this last week, hopefully, and pray that it's enough to have my results come back on November 20th saying pass, because Lord knows I can't do this again. So today we are officially 7 days away from freedom from the Florida bar exam, and that means I have 6 more preparation days left, and then I will be sitting for the big Florida exam. It is finally almost time because they have assured us that no matter what happens, they will not be postponing it again. So we will sit for something on next Tuesday, October 13th. So I'm getting it anxious to get it over with. Trying to find the energy level to brush back up on these rules that I had embedded in my head back in July and back in August. It's proven to be quite challenging, but because I don't want to do this again and I want to put this behind me and have those results say pass on November 20th, I'm gonna dig deep and do what I gotta do. So I am officially 48 hours away from sitting for this bar exam, finally. And I say finally because they have reassured us that no matter what happens, we will sit for an exam on Tuesday, October 13th. They have 2 backup plans to the original plan. So it's crunch time and I am exhausted, but I feel like, I can rest when this is over. So I am spending my next 2 days just reviewing and reviewing and reviewing. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get this over with. But I'm here at the park outside to kind of give myself a fresh environment, because studying in the house is just not what it is, or in a building for that matter. So I find that when I'm outside and I'm like enjoying Mother Nature, it's not as depressing. I can still enjoy, what life has to offer me while I endure studying for the bar exam and the misery that comes with that. But I am really excited for this to be over. I'm really excited to just have my life back. I'm really excited to just wake up and not have to worry about learning a rule, doing a practice exam. Oh, what do I know? What do I do? Like, what I don't know. Like, I'm really excited. I'm just really looking forward to waking up Wednesday morning. Tuesday is going to be a very, very long day. I'm praying that everything goes well without any issues on the first platform. But if it does on the first platform, on the second platform, and if it does on the second platform, then the open book part of it. So I'm really just, I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited. I'm sorry to get this over with. But, this has been a very interesting experience. And, for me to even be sitting here to say, like, it's almost over, it's just, like, mind-boggling to me. Because 4 weeks ago, I didn't think it was actually going to happen. But the board, they surprised me by telling us, like, we have multiple plans in place. It requires us to do a lot, though. Like, I have to go on and sign up for different accounts and stuff that I need to do by the end of today. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm working on, 4 topics today, and then I'll review all of them tomorrow. But it's crunch time, so, what I know, what I don't, I don't. At the end of the day, the Lord just going to have to carry me through. My grandma's going to have to carry me through, and my dad's going to have to carry me through. So with family support, with my angels looking out for me, and just putting God first, I think that, this is going to be a successful experience, and I look forward to being able to open up my bar exam results on November 20th, and seeing the word pass going across the sheet. Like, I think I've put myself in a position to earn that, regardless of what anybody else has to say about, Florida eliminating the day, Florida eliminating topics. Like, until you have sat in our shoes and you have endured what we have endured, then you really have no say. So your opinion really is just not a factor. And yeah, so I'm just glad it's almost over.